Transnet, South Africa's largest freight transport company, was once a symbol of national progress, moving goods across the country and fueling economic growth. But today, it is a struggling giant, drowning in debt, facing operational inefficiencies, and costing the economy billions. So, what happened and what went wrong? Let's dive into the rise and fall of Transnet. Our story begins in the 1850s, when the idea of building a railway network for South Africa's harbours first emerged. But the real boom came after the discovery of diamonds in Kimberley in 1867 and gold in the Transvaal Republic. These discoveries demanded efficient transport infrastructure, and railroads became the backbone of the economy. Fast forward to 1910. After the Union of South Africa was formed, the government established the South African Railways and Harbours Administration to unify the country's rail and harbour networks. This was the beginning of a nationalized transport system that would later evolve into Transnet. In 1970, South African Railways and Harbours Administration underwent major restructuring and became the South African Transport Services, SATS. Then, in 1990, SATS was given company status and officially became Transnet SOC Limited, a state-owned entity designed to modernize South Africa's transport and logistics sector. For years, Transnet was the backbone of South Africa's transport economy. It managed freight, rail, ports, pipelines, and even passenger services. Billions were invested in modernizing infrastructure, making it a key player in Africa's trade and logistics. At its peak, Transnet was seen as a national asset, connecting industries and facilitating exports. But then, things took a turn for the worse. So, what happened to Transnet? Let's break it down. A company that once turned billions in profit is now drowning in debt. In 2019, Transnet was still making profits, 5 billion rands to be exact. But by 2023, it had reported a staggering loss of 5.7 billion rands. The company is now buried under more than 120 billion rands in debt, making it almost impossible to invest in much needed upgrades. Transnet's freight rail system has been plagued by inefficiencies, equipment shortages, maintenance backlogs, and cable theft. These problems have slowed down cargo transport, reducing the amount of freight moved each day. While it should be transporting approximately 500,000 tons daily, it barely manages 430,000 tons, and the numbers keep dropping. Transnet's decline isn't just an internal problem, it's affecting the entire South African economy. The inefficient rail system is estimated to have cost the economy 353 billion rands in lost commodity exports. That is money that could have strengthened businesses, created jobs, and fueled national growth. And then there is the debt issue. Transnet owes approximately 48.8 billion rands across 18 different loans. Its lenders require financial cushion of at least 2.5 times its cash flow, but Transnet only has a cover of 1.9 times. This means it can't meet its debt obligations and is now seeking financial relief. With all these problems, what's next for Transnet? Can it be saved? The government is now considering a major shift: privatization. On March 19, 2024, Transnet released its draft network statement for public comment. This document outlines how private companies could enter the rail sector and potentially take over some of Transnet's operations. Could privatization be the answer to fixing South Africa's broken transport network? That remains to be seen. Some believe this could be the lifeline Transnet needs. Others fear it could deepen inequality and benefit only large corporations. Transnet's story is a classic tale of rise and fall, from being a pillar of economic growth to becoming a struggling giant. Its journey highlights the importance of efficient management and sustainable investment, free of corruption and embezzlement. The question now is, can Transnet turn things around before it's too late, or is privatization the only way forward? What do you think? Should South Africa privatize its rail and freight sector, or should the government invest more in fixing Transnet? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into Africa's biggest business stories.